so little anymore, squatting in the muck of the alley beside the string quartet we've engaged for the ball, collecting cash from their outstretched hands. Gambling. Tonight. My indignant squawk echoes against the garden walls. Tess looks up, her mouth falling open.
Hell's bells! It's not time already, is it?
The musicians scramble inside, my sister flying in on their heels. I wind myself back into the room. This family of mine, I could positively scream. I've located Tess, I say. Margaret, see to her, won't you? She'll need to rush. And rush she does, thundering up the steps like a stampeding cow. I glide from my bedroom to intercept her. She has the cheek to grin when she sees me.
Look at you, Lila. You're a regular Gibson girl.
Is there no end to your vulgarity, child?
Grandmama hovers behind me.
Don't listen to her. You look like a true Langley. An Astor, a Hendricks.
She winks.
You were made for this.
Indeed I was. Self-made. I have spent the better part of 7 years devising and working toward a plan for financial absolution that entirely hinges on tonight. This place, this time. I've learned, despite my marked dearth of natural grace, to muster a waltz and a gallop, perfected my posture, memorized every possible greeting from every possible guest, and crafted the most charming response to each, thousands upon thousands of equations. In fact, the only variable I cannot solve for tonight is my family. Tess lags in her progress up the steps, loath to come close. This is the way of things between us now. Back in the house on Madison, we shared a nursery. When she first woke, she'd slip into my bed for company, and when my mind whirred past control, she'd spin stories to send me to sleep. We were the fearless Fords, intrepid adventurers, traveling the world, triumphing over foes. Now she's a world traveler, well and truly, and treats me like her foe. I cannot think why. It's not as though I personally banished her to boarding school abroad. That was her choice. She could have traveled to her desert jaunts with father from here. But no, by the age of 10, she clearly preferred his company to mine. So when he took a position at Oxford, off to England she went. And here she is again, after more than a year abroad, making a show of how very grudging this visit is.
Quick, Margaret, kindly stuff this mudlark into a gown, Grandmama orders. Can't have Mrs. Hendricks catching sight of her like this.
The mention of the Mrs. Hendricks, society maven, arbiter of good taste, and if all goes splendidly, perhaps even my future mother-in-law, doesn't do much to calm my nerves. Grandmama's eyes glide down Tess's body as she continues down the hall.
One of the swan bills from Paris, I think.
Tess opens her mouth, irate. It can be a weapon of persecution tomorrow. Unattractive archness creeps into my tone. Tonight, can you just let it be a corset? Tess fixes me with a leaden blink.
She was right. You could be mistaken for an Astor.
I don't have time to parse the insult. And you should be ready by now. I laugh lightly. Everything for the rest of the evening must be airy as a breath.
The invitation said 10, Tess grumbles.
There may be early arrivals. She shrugs.
So don't let them in.
I breathe slowly, reminding myself that it isn't worth explaining the nuances of social etiquette to Tess. She's declared herself an archaeologist like father, eschewing polish and parlors for sweat and scholarship. She doesn't even seem to grasp what a luxury it is to be afforded that choice.
Rue Kaba Lighten Shora, she says.
Our childhood language. You really do look beautiful. I war between delight that she still speaks Fordish so fluently, and irritation that she would bring up the past at the very moment I am attempting to usher our family into the future.